Hello, and welcome to the Carr Cup Draw 2022. I'm your host Greg. Chizzy is on presentation duties and Matthew is on filming duties. So let's begin anyway. So next slide please. So just going to run through how it works for those who are new to the competition this year. So it runs alongside the league format and it runs for the last 9 weeks of the season. So that's game week 30 to 38. It's just a little something extra for people to play for. People at the bottom of the league might not think, I can't really win the league now, so what's the point? Well, this gives something a bit extra to do. So it will work similar to like Champions League or World Cup. There's a group stage of 4 per group, and then you play each other, and then the top 2 go through to the knockout stages, and then it's a head-to-head all the way till the final, which is on the final day. The winner of each head-to-head fixture will determine how well you did that week in the predictions league. So at the end of the game week, you will have a total score, and if your score is higher than your opponent, then you'll get 3 points, and the opponent gets 0, 1 point each for a draw, of course. Then after all group games have been played, the top 2 in the group with the highest points will proceed to the knockout stages. If there are any players with the same points in the group games, then it will come down to how many points they have in total accumulated over those games. And then there will be a knockout format. You get 2 finalists on the final day, and obviously there's a third place playoff as well. And there is a trophy and a money prize up for grabs as well. So definitely something to play for. So next slide, please. So this is the ranking, which was basically it's determined how well the player has done on previous seasons. So former winners will generally be in pot 1. People that have done well and strong positions on previous seasons, pot 2, and so on. All of the new people are in pot 5, as there's no record to go on. So, but that is the pots and your ranking. So anyway, we'll move on. Right, so the draw. So I'll do 1 pot at a time. So the first 8 will go into each group, and then I'll do the next pot, and so on till the 5th pot. The first number I'll draw will go into Group A, second number into Group B, and so on. So it will just be done in that format. Players in the same pot cannot be drawn against each other. And by the end of it, we'll have 8 groups of 5 people. So I think we'll get on with the draw. So numbers 1 to 8. I'm going to put these in to the ball. Right, let's begin. First number out is number 4, which is Scott Finnegan into Group A. Get the next number. Which is number 3, which is John Carr, goes into Group B. Next number out is number 2, which is Fraser, goes into Group C. Next number out is number 7, which is Greg Holton, into Group D. Next number out is number 5, which is Mikey, into Group E. Next number out is number 1, which is myself, Greg, into Group F. Obviously won the competition last year, so will be a hot favourite for the Carr Cup this year. Next number is number 8, which is Scott Chisholm, who's on typing duties today. He goes into Group G. And then the final number, which is quite difficult to get out, so I'll remove it. Right, is number 6, which is George Holton, goes into Group H. Okay. So we move on to pot 2. So pot 2, we got Dan Ling, we got Ross, we got Matt Elliott, Catherine, James Bible, James Mead, Joe Turner, and John Regan. So let's go ahead with the draw. First number out is number 16 into Group A, which is John Regan. And the next number out is number 12, which is Catherine, into Group B with John Carr. Next number out is number 11, which is Matt Elliott, into Group C. Next number out is number 14, which is James Mead, in Group B with Greg Holton. Next number out is number 9, which is Dan Ling, in Group E with Mikey. The next number is number 15, which is Joe Turner, goes in Group F with myself. Next number up, number 13, it's James Bible. He was the runner-up in the first Carr Cup last season, eventually losing out to Matt Duncan, who's not in the competition this season. And the final number is number 10, which is Ross in Group H with George. So let's move on to pot 3. So in pot 3 we've got Scott Freeman, we've got Billy, Dan Robertson, Oz, Craig, Rob, Peter and Lee. So let's, without further ado, let's go on with the draw. First number out in this pot is number 19, which is Dan Robertson in Group A with Scott Finnegan and John Regan. Next number out is number 20, which is Oz, into Group E with John and Catherine. Next number out is number 24, which is Lee, into Group C with Fraser and Matt Elliott. Next number 17, which is Scott Freeman, into Group D with Greg and James. Next number out, number 23, which is Peter in Group E with Mikey and Dan. Mikey and Peter are good friends, that's a good rivalry there. Let's moving on. Right, into Group E, F is number 18, which is Billy. Both Billy and Greg were together in the last group of last season's Carr Cup. That'll be an interesting rivalry again. Next number is number 21, which is Craig, goes into Group C with Scott C and James Bible. And the final number, if I can get it out. Bloody thing. Right. Got there eventually. Final number is 22, which is Rob, goes into Group H with George and Ross. Right, on to pot number 4, which is Andre Chisholm, Don Bell, we've got Fraser and Finn in 27, Ryan Dennis 28, Harrison 29, Adam 30, Jai 31, and Michelle 32. So let's get on with the draw. Into Group A is number 32, which is Michelle. Next number out is number 29, which is Harrison. Goes into Group B. Next number out is number 28, which is Ryan Dennis. Goes into Group C with Fraser, Matty and Lee. Next number out is number 27, which is Finn and Fraser. Next number out is number 25, which is Andre Chisholm, and with Mikey, Dan and Peter. Next number out is number 31, which is Jai, and with Greg, Joe and Billy. Next number out is number 26, which is Don, and with Scott C, James, Bob and Craig. And the final number is number 30, which is Adam, in with Ross, Rob and George. Right, let's go to the final pot. Okay, so in this pot we've got Gary, we've got Ryan Ray, Matt Newman, our cameraman, Dermot, Julie Chisholm, Bruce, Dan Deegan and Paula. So let's get on with the draw for this top. So to complete Group A we have number 35, which is Matt Newman. He's in with Group A. So that's a tough group, that. I'm sure he'll relish it. Into the final standing in Group B is number 33, which is Gary, in with John, Catherine, Oz and Harrison. Right, next number out is number 37, which is Julie Chisholm, in with Fraser, Matt, Lee and Ryan. Next number out is number 40, which is Paula. Oh, that's a rivalry there. Paula and Scott Free, boyfriend and girlfriend. A good rivalry in that group there. The next number, which is number 34, which is Ryan Ray in Group E with Mikey. Another rivalry there, good mates there. 36 is the next number, which is Dermot. In with Greg, Joe, Billy and Jai. Ultimate number is number 38, which is Bruce. And with Scott, James, Craig, Don. And the final number, let's get that, is number 39, which is Dan Deegan, and with George, Ross, Rob and Adam. So that completes the draw for the Carr Cup. They are the final group standings. I will post these on an email so you can all see who you've got. And yeah, let's just go to the next slide, please. Just to into the knockout stage. It's not going to be another draw for the knockout stages. That will be the format. So it'll be the winner of Group A against the runner-up of Group B and so on. And then it'll go into a bracket. So yeah, eventually we will have a winner on the final day, and I said the winner will take home £40 as well as a trophy. So yes, that is all. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to the Carr Cup, which starts on the game week 30, which is the 18th of March, so just over a month to go. Full fixture list will be released the week before, so you know who you're up against, and there will be a separate email to the league results, so there'll be 2 email results every week. And that's all, and thanks for watching, and best of luck in the Carr Cup 2022. See ya.